This mansion is unhinged.
These ghosts definitely don't want to leave.
Death lurks around every corner.
Welcome to Crosscut, a movie review / trivia challenge show. I'm your co-host Josh.
And I'm your other co-host Chris.
Haunted Mansion, a comedy drama family film starring Lakeith Stanfield. It's about a single mom named Gabby who hires a tour guide, a psychic, a priest, and a historian to help exorcise her newly bought mansion after discovering it is inhabited by ghosts. All right, so we both saw Haunted Mansion. Chris, I'm gonna throw it over to you first. What did you think of Haunted Mansion?
Well, I mean, I think it was a fun movie overall. Like, there's a lot of stuff that really hits you, from like lore from the Haunted Mansion, the ride, whatnot, because it's really, really entertaining. Because I knew what the story is because of how many times you've been on the ride, the story from there, the other movie with Eddie Murphy, different storyline, but still, it's the same thing. The mansion is haunted by ghosts, right? But
typically what the Haunted Mansion is about, yes, Chris, you're right.
Yeah. Okay, whatever. But no, it's fun. It's really fun. I was feeling for the characters. I didn't get jumped. Like I didn't have a jump scare reaction to anything, but it's definitely just family friendly. It's just a very all around good movie. Like, what do you think?
All right, so this is my quick review of Haunted Mansion, and this is a pun intended. This movie is soulless.
Oh no!
This movie is dull. I'm surprised you liked it. Well, you like anything, so I'm not that surprised. First off, great cast.
Yes.
Cast. Did not give a crap about any of these characters. I could have cared less about any of them. So they try to do this. Okay, so first off, this movie's not funny. It's not funny. There's maybe like little moments where I chuckle here and there, but ultimately, like, it's not funny. And this is coming from a writer who had a background in sitcoms. I think she worked on like Parks and Rec, shows like that. We got a director who I also think was kind of involved in like comedy, and this movie's just not funny. You got Tiffany Haddish, who probably is the funniest out of all of them.
Yeah.
Owen Wilson, who's just kind of there and just whatever.
That
Danny
I did
DeVito,
notice.
who's just like, I don't know, they're all just like kind of there, and none of them I think were great. Tiffany Haddish to me was the best of all of them, especially when it came to emotional beats, because they try to do that. They try to do these emotional moments, and the one with Lakeith Stanfield, I'm just like, it was so dull. It just did not hit anything. But hers, Tiffany Haddish's, she had this nice, because she's coming from being funny, and then she's going to this dramatic thing, and it worked. Lakeith Stanfield is not funny in the movie, so. And when he's trying to have this serious moment and they're all like trying to be on his side, and I'm just like, this isn't working. Like, that does not feel anything. And then, yeah, it's, as far as, if you're going for this for laughter, you should rather go see Barbie. If you're going this for scares, you're better off just going to see Talk to Me, because I saw that yesterday and that's a far better movie. And I don't care if it's a R-rated horror movie, it's way better. That's my review. That's my opinion.
Well, taking from your notes, I did expect more from Owen Wilson and Danny DeVito, because you got some very legendary comedians there, and yes, their characters were a little less than what I would expect from them.
Mm-hmm.
I like more of the throwbacks to the original story from the ride.
I do too. Actually, having the Hatbox Ghost.
Yeah.
That's great. I love The Bride. I had Constance Hathaway. Having her in there, that's great lore. I wish maybe there was more of her, but also you're also just dealing with like I could tell at times they're just in front of a green screen or on some sort of virtual stage, and I'm just like, oh, this just looks so bad.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's kind of hard not to have that when
No,
Ghost.
it's easy because it's Haunted Mansion. It's all about sets. You know, you go
True.
through the ride and you're seeing all this cool stuff. It should be
Mhm.
able to be like you're right there, and it just like I don't
Mhm.
know, just seeing like those 2016 Ghostbuster effects. I'm just like, ugh, it just looks like it's awful.
Okay,
And honestly,
that
I
I
think
could.
I think to me one of the most annoying parts was the kid, Rosario Dawson's kid. I just thought he was annoying. It just like he
I
was just so
mean,
over the top in the beginning. He was so over the top, did not care anything about what he was going through, and I
I
didn't think he was a great actor.
for the kid, I was like more like, okay, he's there because I I think I'm mostly just focused more on the lore than anything else because
If that's the case, I don't think they should have all these characters in the movie. Maybe make it more, I don't know, less characters because again, the characters are just so one dimensional. It is the
Mhm.
lore and like that. Those are the more interesting people you want to know about, like
Right,
the
the
head
three
box
ghosts.
ghost, and yeah, just all that stuff. So I would have loved a movie that was more focused on like Constance Hathaway and the bride and her story.
Yeah, they did a little glimpse of that, but I mean, it's like I said before, it's more the lore than anything because I was more like interested in that because I was like, oh, that looks like the ride. I always kept going more towards the ride, and like nothing compared to the Eddie Murphy movie. That was like completely out of that.
Well,
But
here's my thing. If you're comparing it to the ride, you're better off just going on the ride, honestly. Just have more fun doing that. Because in my opinion, Disney's now 0 for 2 on Haunted Mansion movies.
mm, okay,
So ultimately, that's my whole thing. I just think they struck out again on trying to make a good Haunted Mansion movie. Seems like you're
Mhm.
like, you'll go check it out. I don't know. I was just waiting for the movie to end up for the movie just to be over.
Well, like I said, I recommend to go see it if you enjoyed the ride at Disney. You know, if
And I'm
you really
recommending just
enjoyed
go on the ride at Disney.
do both. You know,
Sure. Sure.
but it is everyone whoever wants to see it their own interpretations, right? So
I guess. Well, we
you
are
didn't
out of
like it
time,
for
so
several reasons. You know, characters, story was like on and off. You
yeah.
know, the acting was here and there. You
I mean,
know,
I thought all the main actors were great. It just the characters were just dull. Boom, and that is our spoiler-free review of Haunted Mansion.
and thank you everyone for watching, and stay tuned for the full review on Tuesday.
All right.